Today, ladies, gents, people of the universe, the world who are listening to this episode of the Blind Alley podcast, it is going to be a special one, a very special one, the most special one you may have heard thus far, especially if this is the only one you've heard.
Introducing people, Ross.
Okay, we have two guests with us today.
You have a co-host too?
Yes, I do. Hello,
Did you introduce
Stephen.
yourself?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. I'm Ross Flaherty.
I'm Stephen Downey.
Lovely. We're your hosts. And we're joined today by two wonderful guests, Paula Cooney, Sophia DiBattista.
What's up?
The laugh track's coming, or the...
Insert a pause.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That was a phenomenal introduction, Ross.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Shit.
I have not.
Practice harder.
Maybe I should.
So we're joined by Sophia and Paula. Heavily requested. People have been looking for these people since the start of the podcast, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Episode 1, they're like, you gotta get Sophia and Paula on.
Yeah, no one knew us, but like...
We're in high demand. That's just it, you know?
To be fair, this isn't Sophia's first appearance.
True. If you recognize my American voice, I'm the foreigner of this.
People are getting triggered at home.
Yeah. All my friends hearing this will just be like, are you kidding me, Soph? Like, just stay there. And I'll be like, yeah, fine.
I think more people get triggered once you say bagel.
I'm not saying I can't.
Say what?
Bagel, yeah. How do you say it?
What are you saying?
Okay, so in Philly, there's this thing that when you say the word, it's bagel.
A bagel.
What? Bagel, no?
Ed
It's
Bagley.
bagel.
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 I don't think it's that
Because
bad.
it's like beg, like egg.
But some people just
Big.
go crazy. They're like, you're saying it wrong.
No, yeah, and I'm just like, I'm trying to say bagel. But it sounds a little too enthusiastic when you're ordering a bagel.
Bagel.
a little too good.
At least it's not bagel.
Yeah.
Funny story though is in my first year in college, I accidentally mispronounced it because I don't know what. I think I was just running around. I was like, bagels. And then people were just like, oh my God, we're calling you that. So one of the people like had my contact name as BAAAAGELS. So like bagels. And I'm like, I don't pronounce it like that, but okay. New nickname.
Sick. Okay, so topics of discussion. What do we got? Two very interesting people here.
Well, you know.
I mean, as you can tell, we can literally talk about anything.
Yeah.
We just went on a rant with bagels.
Why don't you just give our audience a little taster of who you are, what you
Okay.
do, where do you come from, you know?
You
I'll
go
go first?
You go.
All right. I was born in England, raised in Ireland. I have family in Athlone and Limerick. I was raised here I've been based in Limerick since 2000 and finally moving out tomorrow.
Aww.
Yeah. So going to Scotland soon. I did a 4-year degree in product design and then I stayed around UL for 2 more years because I just didn't want to leave Drama Society.
Yeah.
So done a load of stuff with Drama Society, directed and wrote a play and all the rest. So I'm excited to see what Scotland brings. But yeah.
Nice.
We should say also that we are recording this probably way in advance.
Oh, yes.
You're currently
Actually,
editing
yeah.
episode 20.
Yeah.
Today's Wednesday the 19th of August. This episode might not come out for a long time.
Yeah, so I can give you
Yeah.
a little update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so I am Sophia DiBattista. A lot of people also call me Batista just because of the wrestler. Took almost 21 years for me to get that nickname, but hey, got it now. Better late than never. But born in Philly, in America, raised in Philly. I study at UL now because I ended up transferring over for college. I study English and drama. I'm in drama stock. I'm currently the vice president and secretary, so pretty snazzy if I do say so myself.
Cool.
And I like writing. My goal is to become a writer or some kind of entertainer in some sort. So, I mean, I like making people laugh, and I hope I make all you listeners out there laugh, and you guys as well, because you matter. Yeah.
Whoa.
I think that they're like more concise introductions we've ever given each other.
Oh, yeah.
Or like I don't think I've ever talked that much about my life.
I don't know if I have either.
I'm Stephen Downey. Oh God, that's not going to me. Who are you?
Really?
No, you might not.
I don't know, this could be like the 25th episode.
Yeah, fine.
go for it.
Fine, okay.
Who are you?
As you know at this point, if you've listened to any of the previous episodes, that my name is Ross Flaherty.
Where are you from,
We've
Ross?
got that over and done with.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
Well, I grew up in County Waterford.
Where were you born?
You cheeky fucker.
Where were you born?
I was born in Dublin, okay?
yuck. Oh, never mind.
We moved down to County
Westbury.
Waterford when I was about 1, okay? and I lived in a lovely little village called Stradbally until I was about 16, and then moved to Meath. And now I'm pretty much all the time in Limerick for college and whatever.
Nice. Good man.
But
That's awesome, dude.
thanks, little fist bump there for our listeners. But Waterford will always be my home.
Beautiful.
That's me.
That's you. That's sexy.
And what's your plans for your future?
Oh, God.
Have any? Might as well get into it. You know what I mean? Like
Having
you're.
an anxiety attack.
We have 2 wonderful guests, and you're deciding to get into my hopes and dreams here.
Well,
but
like,
okay.
if you haven't done it already, I feel like at some point you should talk
I
about
feel like
it.
we
like-
might have. Have we talked about this?
I don't know. I don't think it doesn't ring a
Probably,
bell.
right? We've done 20 episodes. We probably talked about our hopes and dreams at some point, right?
Maybe a little bit.
Filmmaking or some shit. Photography. Remember we used to talk about photography?
Oh, those
And we
nice,
went way
those
too in
days,
depth. People
huh?
were like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're like, okay, we'll bring it back a little bit. We don't talk about photography anymore.
Well, look, for those of you who don't know,
Nice.
yeah, see what I did there?
That's one of our catchphrases.
Um,
Michael Boyle hates it. Fuck you, Michael.
although if you listen to the episode, Michael, he says he doesn't hate it.
Oh, right. I don't mean in person, he did. He's fucking stunting on the podcast. So people wouldn't people would like him.
Doing an engineering degree.
Or talking about you, are we?
We don't have to.
Yeah, go ahead, Ross.
Well, you'll have your time to shine, Stephen. Don't
don't
worry.
Yeah.
I'll just quickly, doing an engineering degree, design and manufacture engineering, if you really want to know. I'll be graduating in about a year.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Not doing any more college after that. That's enough for me. Thanks very much. And yeah, then work an engineering job for a while. Hopefully, end up in the film industry. That's the plan anyway. That's the ultimate goal is cinematography. But we'll see how that goes.
Well, you are very good at it, Ross. So I
thank
have
you.
no doubt. And Stephen,
Come on.
Come on.
Let's not talk about it.
Look, we have to go there now.
I don't know.
that's right.
That's fine. I'm just freewheeling it. It's
little
fine.
background about you.
Okay, so I studied in UL.
Yeah.
I did mobile communications and data security.
Cool.
I did a lot of filmmaking stuff, obviously.
Nice.
That's
now
rad.
it's just film stock.
Yeah.
And I kind of, like, once I joined filmmaking, I immediately regretted my decision to do a course in mobile communications and data security. So I realized I don't want to do mobile communications, whatever the fuck data security is. Because it seems complicated and boring. Then I graduated and got a job. It was complicated and boring. So now I came back here and I've just seen what's up.
Nice.
Very
I just
cool.
want a job I'll like. And that's all that matters.
Good for you.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, we can
You're going to Scotland.
So, yeah.
I am indeed.
Do you need to bring that up?
We do.
A lot of people are sad about that.
This is an intervention.
But yeah, I'm going to go there for another 4-year undergraduate degree in drama. So get to do some experience in like script writing, directing, acting, lights and stuff. So it's stuff that I've already done with Drama Society, but I get to do like with more like knowledge and all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited to even just study plays and the rest, because I've actually never properly done that outside of like secondary school. So I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, just hopefully we get a house, because we still haven't got one of those yet. Like, but we're going over to my brother and sister first, so we'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
But yeah,
Plus, it's a good excuse to just order takeaway for an entire week straight and be like, you know, we need a house. Like, let's take away.
yeah, we need a house to cook in. So why would we get anything else? And my sister's like, "There's a kitchen right here." No.
Yeah, and like your birthday's coming up as well. So,
yeah,
I mean, yeah,
just use the excuse while I have it.
exactly.
I'm only I'm only turning 24 once, so
Oh, you're
Might as
only...
well.
Wow.
yeah. Am I the oldest here?
No, I'm 24.
I can't be like called the oldest. That's good.
Wait, it's like oldest than you. How old are you, Ross?
21.
When's your birthday?
3rd of May.
I am September 23rd. So I'm turning 22. So you're the
I'm the
youngest.
youngest.
Oh my
I
god.
usually am, to be fair.
There's the babby.
I love how like whenever I see people sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm probably older than them, yet I'm like 10 times shorter than everyone here. I look like a child, but you know.
I like the way you need an excuse to get takeaway for a week.
Well, I don't really need to.
I
It's
can't.
just nice to have one, you know?
That must be nice.
Yeah. I actually just got a flash of deja vu for a second there. Do you ever get deja vu where you've dreamt it before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So confusing. I don't know. Deja vu spooks me out.
Have you ever had a dream, and in that dream something in the real world actually happens, like in
Yeah.
the future, like a premonition, I guess?
No.
As in, what do you mean? Like what?
Okay,
what happened
so
to
what happened to me was in 3rd grade. So I was 8 years old, maybe 9. I had a dream that it was around St. Patrick's Day, and this one girl that I knew was telling a joke. I forget what it was, but it had something to do around the holiday. And I had a dream of the punchline, and I said it. And then in real life, I knew the punchline, and I said it.
Whoa.
And I was like, and she's like, wait, how did you know that joke? And I was like, I didn't say that I dreamt it, but I did. I was
Holy
like,
shit.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. But I mean, I felt like That's So Raven almost. I was like, you see into the future.
Yeah, holy
Future,
shit.
I can see.
That's so.
Can't sing that would be copyright strike. We can't. We get sued. We get sued.
7 seconds.
Disney.
7 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's a TV show that has that character, and I was like, oh my God,
That is so Raven.
so cool.
No, but I
Yeah.
always find it's weird that like I'll have dreams and I won't know the people in it at the time, but I'm like, I will meet these people, and then it happens in real life, and I'm like, oh my God.
Holy shit.
At least then you kind of know that you're going on the right path a bit.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice way to look at it, but
Spooky.
Wow.
still spooky.
Fuck, do you have these dreams? What the fuck? Am I getting
I've never had dreams like that.
No?
No. Usually, like the people in my dreams are either people I know or like a sort of a mashup of people I know.
That's how
You know,
I
like
get.
somebody,
Yeah.
like somebody's face, whatever. Or I just can't look at their face in the dream because my brain's like, I don't want to bother generating a face for this person. Let's just not look at their face.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
Dreams
that.
are just really weird, aren't they?
They're so cool though. I love like analyzing them and
Yeah.
stuff. They're so fun.
Oh, do you want to analyze my dream?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
I told you about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so do you want to, okay. So what happened was I was at my parents' house for the last like 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was by myself, so it was already in like a freaky situation, but I had this dream of like UL. I don't know if I don't know what people know about UL, but essentially there's like this set down area beside the library and between the library and the main building. And there was like a new bridge from there to like the old SU, and I called it the living bridge in the dream. And for some reason there was like a second story, so that was like really high up, and then near the main building is like another level. And so this car was on the living bridge, and it was connected to these trees, and it was driving up into the air, and I don't know how they were doing it, but obviously the trees like broke after a while because they were driving against it. And the car like fell down. It like crashed into the ground. I saw these two people essentially just die in front of me. It was really creepy. And then I kept, whenever I was walking, very ominous, guys, I'm sorry to bring the podcast down.
No,
but like the reason why I could remember them like that so vividly was because I every time I'd see someone in the dream, I'd like tell them about it. And then eventually I got to the house and I like got into my room, and there was a window by the room, and I woke up because I heard like these people were going to the window and knocking on the window, and I could literally hear it in my ear, just the knocking. And I woke up to like me alone in my parents' house, like just looking at the windows for like 30 minutes afterwards, being like, oh my God, someone's gonna
Oh my
kill
God.
me. I'm gonna die. The dogs aren't barking, but I just know I'm gonna die. It's all good.
Oh my God.
But yeah, what do you...
Okay, wait, did you know the people who died in the car? Or did they look at
I
all familiar?
knew in the dream who they were, but I don't know them.
Okay, so they were just like in the dream you had like an acquaintance with them or whatever.
Yeah.
So my idea is that, okay, so there's a new bridge and it's called the Living Bridge. First of all, in UL, they actually call that bridge the Living Bridge. So that could just be like a throwback to that because of your memories. But if it's a bridge that you never saw before and it's technically a new bridge, I mean, technically I'm saying technically a lot. You're starting a new life
Yeah.
in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you're starting a new life and you're living, and a bridge presents a different opportunity because you're going across different seas and different borders. So there's something right there. As for the car with the two people dying, okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but technically, you and Anna are leaving.
Oh no.
But with death, just like tarot cards, death means new beginnings.
Yeah.
So that could just be you flying up. And if you think about it in different movies and stuff, you have Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets. He and Ron escaped and went to Hogwarts to help start a new life and stuff, you know? Sandy and Danny in Greece, they flew up in a car. I was talking about film right now. But if you think of it that way, they were starting a new beginning in a flying car and stuff. Yes, it crashed, but that can also present new beginnings and a new way of life for you as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And just, I think the whole horror aspect of that stuff would probably just translate to your fears in general, you know, like you're waking up and you're like really nervous and stuff. Plus you're alone in your house. I mean, that in general, you can have your dogs there, but whenever I just sleep alone and I'm in my house, I'm just like, what is
creepy.
happening?
Yeah.
What is this?
Suddenly all the sounds of the house are way more amplified. You're like, what is that?
Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, I remember you were describing your house as well, like with the woodlands and everything. So the trees and all that, that could just kind of reflect your actual home, you know, and same with buildings and stuff. Could just be different figments of your imagination, conjuring up stuff that you've already seen.
Yeah.
Just make it a little different. And then you said there was knocking at the end.
Yeah, knocking on the window, and like people were floating up to the window to knock on it. It was a bit weird.
Okay. See, I'm sorry if I keep trying to sound positive with it, but an open door presents more opportunities and people reaching for that and like specifically going for it to knock on it, because like with knocking you need to I guess it's that whole permission aspect. You know, it's like I want to knock before I'm let in. So it's like you're kind of asking maybe yourself or maybe some other power that you believe in, like, hey, am I ready?
I do like that.
And there's a lot of other people going for it because that's kind of like what everyone does in life in general.
Yeah.
Because whether they believe in something or not, they'll always like think about, hey, I'm going to start this. And some people might think, okay, I feel like I need to like make sure everything's okay first. So I'll knock and let others know, like, yes, I'm going to be doing this. Adios.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like that.
Dream interpretations with DiBattista.
No, you're very good at them. We've done them before, and like I've been like, oh yeah, there's like 2 worlds and whatever, and she's like, well, you're gonna be leaving soon. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
A lot of the dreams that you've been having kind of reflect that, I think, just
Yeah.
because it's been the main thing on your mind. And every time you bring it up, we all get sad. So it's the big sad TM.
Yeah. But yeah, there you go. Now. Do you have,
Very
do
interesting.
you
That
have
makes
any
sense.
dreams or
No.
no?
Nothing recently. I most of the time I don't remember my dreams, and they're not always that interesting. Although if a few weeks ago I had a very interesting dream, but I can't remember most of it. So let's not get into it.
Is this the weird one we were talking about here?
No. It was a different one with multicolored cars and stuff.
Oh, that
No.
sounds fun.
It was
That's
like
cool.
It was like all the cars. It's like each body panel of the car was like a different sort of bright color, so like
Oh.
pink and yellow. And
Oh, yes.
and
Okay.
whatever. And yeah, I can't remember most of it, but I did record myself just explaining the dream as soon as I woke up because I knew I'd forget most of the details. So yeah, I have that somewhere. But yeah, that's the most recent vivid dream I remember.
No, like,
Oh, dreams are always whack. Like
yeah, I love interpreting them though, because I remember in high school, I had a psychology class, and one of the things we had to do was keep a dream journal and like, you know, write down what our dream was and then pick specific symbols from it and analyze what that means, and then at the end come up with like a whole explanation for that dream and what it stems from. And it was kind of cool because I got to see the like escalation of my dreams or like different emotions or whatever throughout the entire year. So I don't know, it was really interesting. I love anything with that kind of like subconscious, unconscious thing. I think it's so fascinating.
Yeah, it really is.
Did you ever do what they did in Harry Potter, where they're like with Professor Trelawney, where they just made up their dreams because they just forgot to do their homework?
I mean, it's not because I forgot, it's just because I didn't dream. And I was like, well, I didn't dream. I think I actually wrote that at some point. I was like, I didn't dream tonight, so here's a story. And I wrote like a little poem or whatever. So I was like, I'm bored, please. And he was really chill too. Like the teacher was fresh out of college as well. So I was like, look, I had so many dreams this year, but I didn't dream for like 10 of them. Please just give me the benefit of the doubt. And he's like, okay, you're fine. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
It's kind of a tough class if you have to do something that you can't control to do the homework.
Yeah.
Like, what if you just didn't have any dreams?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, some of my friends didn't dream at all, and they might have had one or two the entire time. So they had to, like, actually explain, like, look, I genuinely did not dream. You know, there wasn't a point where I woke up at 4 a.m. and was like, oh my God, I dreamt this or whatever. No, it was like I slept all the way through and I didn't dream at all.
But, like, apparently when you remember your dreams, it's because you wake up during it. So obviously you do dream all the time, but if you don't wake up during it, then you're never gonna.
Yeah, because apparently, if you like feel like you haven't dreamt, you probably have, but you just don't remember.
Yeah.
We all definitely dream. We just can't remember them.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
It's just crazy.
There is a moment during quarantine. So may I tell a little story of one of my dreams and or things that happened in real life?
For it.
Okay, so during quarantine, when everyone was in lockdown and, you know, I was stuck in Kilmurray and I was alone in my house for like 3 months. So, pardon me for being insane. Anyway, what happened was I had this one dream, and it was right before I moved into 715. And I was like, okay, I woke up. The dream, I don't know if it was a dream or reality. That's the thing that scares me, because I woke up and there were people outside, and this was at 3 a.m. as well, and that's a very superstitious hour. If anyone out there knows about superstitions, 3 a.m. is very superstitious. And I woke up and I saw all these people outside, and like the lights were on and everything, and I saw like one of the windows across the way, the curtain going up and down, and I saw just these people gathering and just walking around. Like it looked like Rag Week almost. And I was like, okay, people are out here. And I thought I heard voices as well, kind of like they were partying or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like probably like just random visitors or whatever. Restrictions might be lifted, whatever. So I go back to sleep, and then I wake up not even 30 minutes later and everyone is gone. And I'm like, okay, like it's weird because there was no trash or anything there. And when I saw them, there was. Like there were cans and bottles everywhere. And I was like, okay, like it actually, like I said, looks like Rag Week. And then when I woke up, not that much later, everything was gone and everyone was gone. And it was dead quiet. And I literally sat in my bed and didn't get any sleep afterwards. Wow. So I was like, okay, because that was when I actually woke up.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't know if it was a dream or not. Because it felt so real.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's disorientating.
I don't like it.
No, what the fuck?
Guys, am I haunted?
You might be haunted.
Just a little bit. Just a little.
If there's anyone out there. No. Oh, man. No, dreams are fun, but situations such as that, so freaky.
Not a fan.
Do you actually believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, same.
I don't know.
I believe more in spirits than ghosts. Like, not so much hauntings, but I believe, like, there are other forces, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why do you believe in them so fiercely, like?
I mean, I don't know. It's not, I mean, I suppose, on one hand, like, I'm religious or whatever, right? So it's, I suppose, I'm familiar with the idea of, like, believing strongly in something that isn't tangible, you know, or that I haven't personally, like, physically experienced or whatever. But, like, there is a whole host of, I mean, sure, most of it's anecdotal evidence, whatever, but people's experience with ghosts or whatever, and yeah, I don't see why I don't see why they wouldn't really.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honest.
Fair enough. And yourself? Is there a main reason why not, or are you just?
I mean, Why would I?
So I'm assuming from that you've never had like an experience.
Well, like I've heard of like poltergeists and stuff. I don't think I kind of do. I can't say I don't.
Yeah.
Because I do have like ghost stories of sorts, but I don't think they're ghosts. I think it's just kind of some kind of energy that we don't understand yet and we can't scientifically explain.
Okay, so you're very much like science.
Yeah.
Like
I don't believe in like, fantasy so much. I believe in energies, I guess. But I don't know. I guess maybe if someone died and they had so much like aggression or some kind of strong emotion still attached to them, maybe they can quote unquote haunt an area. But I just don't know. I can't say I believe in ghosts fully, let's say.
And yourself?
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably like in the middle of that. Like, I don't really believe in ghosts, but it's more of that energy aspect with spirits, because I do believe there is a difference with spirits and ghosts.
Yeah.
Spirits, because I remember, like I had a few moments way back that I felt more warm on a part of my body, and I was like, like I was taking a test in my Spanish class. And I was really nervous, and I was like thinking of my pup-up a lot, and then all of a sudden I felt a warmth on my hand, and I was like, oh my god, it's him. So I mean, it's just stuff like that I'm like, okay, it could have just been the energy aspect, or it could have been like some kind of supernatural force. I don't know, but I'm probably like in the middle with you guys. Kind of believe, kind of don't.
Yeah. No, when you said that, I actually forgot. Every once in a while, I'll feel like someone grabbing my chin and like pulling my face up. And I think it's either it always happened before, because when my grandmother, the only grandmother I actually knew, because all the rest of my grandparents I only knew because the rest of them had died before I got. Either one of them died when I was young, one, and the other two were just the grandfathers were dead before I was even thought of. So
Yeah.
With this one, I had known her for a year, and she'd really liked me. But like she always I think grabbed my chin like that as well. So every once in a while I feel that. But one of the times that I actually completely and like this is one of the reasons why I would really believe in it is so when my parents and myself and my siblings, we used to always like travel Europe and whatever, and we were in this bunker, and we like normally go to bunkers and all the rest for like just because my parents are really interested in World War II. So we were in France near Calais, and there was this bunker near there, and it's quite a quiet one, and there was only like one other family. Oh, Jesus, sorry, I touched the mic. There was one other family that was around. And they were just leaving, and we were about to go into the bunker. And as I was a child, whatever, my parents were like walking really slowly. So I was like, I'm just going to run in. Yeah. So I ran into there, and like, it was so cold. There was like water everywhere. And like when I went in there, the way, I talk about Harry Potter, but the way the Dementors, you're supposed to feel like you are never going to be happy again.
Yeah.
That was the immediate feeling I got when I was in there. And I just was looking around. And I just felt like my energy drain out of me, and I turned around and ran out. And because like that was the only like light source coming into it, it just felt like it was the longest tunnel ever. So I eventually got out, was with my family, and was like, okay, that was strange, but whatever. Went in with my family then, and then there was another family behind us, so they came in roughly around the same time as us. And we went down to the back of it, and there's like this projection screen, whatever. And my brother was taking pictures of everything and wanted us to take a picture because there's no light behind the projector. He took a picture, and half of it, he like somehow looked at the picture screen, and like looked at it before he left, and he saw that there was half a head and half a shoulder coming towards Stephen, my brother, in the picture. And he showed my dad, and my dad was like, what the hell? Like, so he was like, take a picture really quick, and we'll like show the people who work here. Yeah. And once we did, we showed them and whatever. And your man, the tour guide that was there, was like, yeah, we've actually heard of a lot of hauntings there and whatever, because like obviously so many people died there building and whatever. So obviously it was a lot of, like you said, souls that had something to with vengeance, whatever. So that was one of the main reasons why I do believe in it. But strange.
Like I was saying, a lot of souls there would have been like at a moment of high tension or high stress. So imagine there might be some kind of wavelengths in their brain that might linger around that we can't explain scientifically yet, and that's kind of what I believe.
Because there is, like, no one can explain the soul. Like, you try as you might, and like I think we're just too young as a species to even try to do that, because we're only starting to learn about the body, like. But the soul is just something that is just so. Everyone's just like, what the hell do we do that?
And then,
like
again, like dreams, we don't know what dreams are really for yet. Some people think it's some kind of way of us, like, visualizing a situation might be in the future and trying to get ourselves ready for it. Like if you ever like a nervous dream or a bad dream, that's just your brain telling you this might happen in the future. Here's how you get ready for it. Other people think it's like it's past lives. Other people think that, and this is one I kind of think, that there's like a top layer of consciousness in your brain, and that we are aware of or whatever, and then certain aspects of that sink down into your subconscious. So your dreams are just like, it's like a trash bag for all your subconscious ideas. So they all just collect together and make a dream, and that's what it is. And so it's just like it just scraps from your conscious basically. But yeah, we're dumb. Humans are dumb. We don't know a lot yet.
Sure, like, what was it? And it was Always Sunny when they're like explaining that science. Mac is explaining that science is a bitch.
Yeah,
was
sometimes.
that when the cereal thing?
Yeah.
We watched
Like,
that one recently.
Now cereal.
making everyone look like a bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
But
And Isaac Newton comes out and he has all this physics stuff, but guess what? He's still a
bit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can swear on this. We have 3 times now.
We definitely can.
Yeah, we swear on almost every episode.
Yeah, my mom gives out to me for swearing too much.
Same. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. Like, wild.
Could be or magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
so cool.
I think there is some stuff that we can't explain, but I don't think it's as common as people believe it is.
Yeah.
I think there is like 1 or 2 people that like have something different, because it's revolution, like not revolution. It's what's it when evolution? Like it's just probably a part of it that like someone at some point is going to be stronger than someone. And sure, Michael Phelps is unreal at swimming.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And that could be considered a superpower if you look at it that way. But it's just at some point we're gonna be like, oh, this person is very good at this one thing. So
turns out Usain Bolt is actually just a magician.
honestly, yeah. Just Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps are just magicians that we just are like, oh, they're athletes.
I saw a fact recently. It was kind of along the lines of the top 50 world record attempts in terms of like sprinting, only 10 of them have been proven not to have any like performance enhancing drugs, and all 10 of the records were from Usain Bolt.
Wow. Oh my god. Do you ever see the thing where it's like, yeah, okay, Olympics, you make sure everyone's not on drugs, but what if you just get everyone to have another race and just let them have as many drugs as they want and see how far the human body can actually go?
I mean, I love it. I want to see I'd watch the drug Olympics. Yeah.
That would be wild.
That would be amazing.
Wild.
My God.
Every 2 years is the actual, like, so 2000s, like every 4 years then, and then like the next 2 years it's like the drug Olympics, and everyone just goes ham. Like,
oh my God. It's like the Purge, but for drugs and the Olympics.
It's like all this Captain America has this huge buffed up PED ridden buckles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, it would be something to watch, is what I'm saying.
But then I guarantee you within like a decade people would just stop watching the actual Olympics to watch the drug Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the actual
definitely.
Olympics go downhill.
I already know I would DVR that. Like, I'd watch
definitely.
that all the time.
Because you just be like, what I'd like though is if you got both of them together, so you could see what a normal person could be able to, like shot putting or whatever, and then see what someone on everything can do, because then you'll get like the immediate, like what people, the differences between them.
I think that's exactly why they don't do it, because a lot of people want to watch and like, oh my god, drugs are unbelievable.
Yeah, that's also true.
I wonder if they would actually like put in alcohol as well. Like if someone's like, oh, I don't really want to do drugs, but I want to drink and do it. Like, I wonder how that would contrast.
That's what we should have done for the community games.
Oh my god, yeah. So for people that don't know, I just organized the community games. Essentially, we did like Stuck in the Mud. Oh no, we didn't do. We did Bulldog.
Stuck in the Mud would have been great.
Yeah, Bulldog, Red Rover, Egg and Spoon Race. I did it as COVID-19 as possible, but it was very fun. Go
Catch the bacon.
Yeah, catch the bacon, and that's what
it was a lot of fun.
Stephen was talking about. But essentially, we could have just done another one later in the day. Been like bit darker, a bit more grungier now. We don't have to like even look at ourselves.
People would have died.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Oh,
yeah. We already had someone literally dislocate their shoulder.
Try and beat me and Ross in a wheelbarrow race.
It was 4 teams were doing the wheelbarrow racing. 2, you and Ross was doing in one team.
Yeah.
Our friends Rob and Fee were doing another one, and myself and Anna, and I can't remember who.
Hannah and
someone else, and it doesn't matter. But so essentially Ross and Stephen and Rob and Fee were well ahead, and Rob literally saw out of the corner of his eye that Stephen and Fee and Ross were taking charge.
Absolutely.
you guys actually killed it.
We were
Like, not gonna lie, you were great. Yeah,
Very good.
I am speed.
And so he saw that and was like, I'm not letting them win. He literally pushed himself forward and jumped into the finishing line, and literally dislocated his shoulder. I went over and like, of course, like I was organizing this, so I was like, hopefully no one hurts themselves, whatever. And all I heard Fee say to Rob, oh, I popped that in there. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened? Hopefully I don't get sued.
Yeah.
But he was fine. But Jesus Christ, oh my God.
I'm sorry, that is just so I popped that in.
Like,
I heard him, because right beside him I heard him say, I think I dislocated my shoulder, and my first instinct was to go to the referee, and it's like, he hurt himself, that means we came in first place.
I love how everyone took it so seriously. Our friend Cobb, so myself and my friend Cobb are playing Snatch the Bacon, so if you don't know you literally just get the ref gets like something, a hoop, or like we had a exercise dice, so he throws it up in the middle or wherever, and the 2 people have to run get it, and if one person touches it, then the other person's aim is to touch them before they get to their
one
side.
person is holding it.
Holding it, yeah. So it was touching, but it got to holding.
Yeah.
So people just start kicking around, whatever. But on this time, because I had already went, I was like waiting for Beth's number to be called. And it turned out it was ours. So I was like, why aren't you going, Beth? And she goes, it wasn't my turn. I was like, oh my God. And like sprinted over. And because Cobb had that time, he like picked it up. And so it was like me in between his team and who he was trying to give it to. And it was him. And he like threw the thing over me. And I went over and just touched him because he had already touched it. Therefore,
He wasn't holding it.
But it was touching. But
people were kicking.
But Cobb was not happy that I won that point. And because we won that point, 715 won over Coquelins. And like he was not happy at all.
If he'd kicked it and you touched him.
But we should have done it in a way that if someone had touched it, then
like
touching
it's
them,
theirs.
it's done.
Yeah.
But because, and like even the ref got a second opinion with the guy who Rob was telling me about it, so I was like, sure, I'll put it in. So he was like, no, it's Paula, and because we got that, then the lads
bullshit.
Cobb was like verbally being like, oh my God, like you shouldn't have won and all this stuff. I was like, Cobb, first of all, it's a game. The thing that you win is 2 bottles of Prosecco. Like you're not gonna like, and pride.
Prosecco?
Obviously pride.
We
like,
did not need those bottles of Prosecco for that night.
I did not need them at all. I remember going up to my friend's house, having a glass of Prosecco in my hand, and in 10 minutes drinking it all, and Fee just looked at me being like, that was impressive. And this is a guy who like downs cans, no bother. So I was happy with that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We should have included beer ball in community games.
I didn't want to include drink in the community games, to be honest. I wanted to make sure that it was
a clean game.
Clean game, yeah.
Or Mario Kart.
Clean game. That would have been harder to do with like all the people in the
like
we
we
were
were ready
watching.
for it though. We've been practicing all summer.
Yeah, with Monk.
Ross is
also,
like a pro now.
Coquelins would have won out of the
Yeah.
I mean, we should have anyway, but that's what that's split.
Oh.
Sorry, say that again.
Nothing. You can hear it. It's on the mic.
Oh yeah. I'll have
we
to listen
we
back
we
to
brought we brought great enthusiasm and spirit.
And you're saying that none of the rest of us did?
And
I mean, not as much as we did. We came in uniforms. We were just fantastic attitude.
okay,
For the people
but
that don't know,
let's
myself and
also
Sophia were on the one team, and
the winning
Stephen
team.
and Stephen Ross on the other. So this is a lot of rivalry.
And let's also just acknowledge the fact that we looked so slick in our outfits, and you guys looked like redneck frat bros.
Excuse me.
Oh, and that's coming from the American.
Yeah.
Yuck.
The brotherhood has lost.
Oh my god.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna appeal
appeal.
Go to Kevin. I'm going to look at the
It's
scores.
done. Kevin, like, he fucked us up as well. So, like, we actually should have gotten another point. But, okay, so we were playing Red Rover. Sinead was on the other team. And what happens is, if you get one of the other person to join your team, they are now joining your team. You're supposed to be helping you on your team.
Yeah.
She literally let go of my hand when one person was trying to run through her hand. So I was like, Kevin, like that.
Yeah.
He was like, no, fuck it, I don't care, just keep going.
That was the whole attitude.
Yeah.
This is the other funny thing, and I'd love to just see. I obviously don't care who won. It was a fantastic day, but I was just wondering how he scored them, because there was one game we were playing, and there was definitely like a one round, and then like a semi-final, and then a quarter-final, and a final.
It was the first game that we played.
And I guarantee you, he gave the same amount of points for every win, no matter where you came. So like the fourth place playoff probably got like 2 points, and the finalists probably got 2 points. Like, it doesn't matter where you came in the tournament, you still got the same amount of points.
No, so that one, Sash Bacon, I just wanted everyone to play everyone. So it was just everyone got to play everyone. It wasn't really like a semi-final or whatever round.
I heard someone say, but we played it as if there was like a semi-final and a final, though.
No. I'm the one who organised it. I'll
You
tell
sure?
you straight up. No, it wasn't. I just wanted to make sure everyone could play everyone. And that was the only game that you kind of could, because we were supposed to be playing tug of war as well, which I was going to try and do that as well, but then it started raining, so
Damn.
just wasn't going to happen, I'm afraid. But,
Well, still a good day.
Yeah, it was good crack. It was very, and like the fact that this rivalry is coming out of it, I'm just happy
so funny.
that people are like liked it that much.
Before the end of summer, we will definitely do another one between 715 and
Before the end of this summer?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of exercise for drunk
Not
people.
that like crazy. Like, we can do like Mario Kart tournaments or
yeah.
something. We'll do stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
But I will fight for you.
Thanks, yeah, because you know can't do that anymore. But
So
yeah,
sad. Big sad.
But
big sad.
no, we'll definitely do like another thing to reignite that rivalry, because man, I love competition.
Yeah, it was good crack. It was good crack.
It's just fun, you know.
Yeah.
It was annoying that it started lashing like right as
Oh,
tug of war
yeah.
was about to
While
start.
we were playing, there was thunder in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
Very ominous.
Yeah.
Myself and Anna were taking a picture because one of the girls said, I asked her if she'd take pictures of everyone. She was like, yeah, grand. So then she was taking pictures of everyone. And it was myself and Anna's turn. And we were like both facing away from, like, opposite directions, obviously. And there was like a flash of lightning. And both of us kind of like eyes widened within the picture. And we just turned to each other and we're like, oh no. And then the thunder hit. And it was like, oh my God, that's so loud.
Yeah, it was eerie.
It's like everything just started getting creepier and creepier. It's like first Rob's arm, next lightning strikes, and we're like, okay, better not go for the third.
And we had such good weather for the previous like week.
It was kind of sad. It was. Sure. Oh, c'est la vie.
Livy. Speaking of fun, we're doing D&D today, Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your first venture.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I,
You tickled him and you laughed.
Having fun.
a bit.
Yeah? You don't sound it.
I don't know what to expect really.
What do you know about your character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I know about my character?
Yeah, how much can you remember about
Like,
him?
describe class, race. What do you got?
Name.
I don't remember most of it.
I know you're a character off by heart.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, his name is
You remember his name?
Phileas.
Oh, did you change it to Phileas, did you?
Did I?
On the sheet I made for you, it says Philip Palarva.
Oh no! It's Phileas Palaver.
Okay, yeah. Palarva.
He's a halfling. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's racially correct, yeah.
Dirty hobbit.
What are the different types of halflings?
There's like a stout and a lightfoot.
Oh, so I'm a Lightfoot halfling.
Okay.
He's a bit of a thief.
He's a thief.
Oh,
He is a
rogue.
thief.
He's a rogue,
He's
yeah.
entirely a thief. Yeah,
Can you give us a taste of his voice?
You're putting me on the spot here now.
A little bit,
Oh,
yeah.
we've all played D&D, so it's
Give me something like you be some other character.
It's like Tom Oh, you want me to feed you a line?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
No, that's not his accent. That's not his accent.
Thor.
Alright, I'm Philip Lava. I'll fucking take your bloody knickers.
take your knickers. Is it like off them or in the ones in their bag?
Good question.
Both, yeah.
I hate that. Why is he so creepy? I thought he was like a gentleman crook.
Actually, he is. Yeah.
Why would...
Then
Never
why are you
mind.
taking people's knickers? But everyone has one thing. Is that it?
One of the big niggas.
Look, maybe he was going to make great money out of them. So
Yeah, maybe.
and if there's money involved, he's involved.
I'm glad he told her.
You're like the underpants gnomes in
Oh my
South Park,
God,
where it's like
yes.
underpants, step 1, step 2, question
what?
mark, step 3, profit.
Oh,
Can you please add that?
that's funny.
It's like, what's your main goal? I don't know, but profit.
We just want money.
You're a panty bandit of sorts.
And yourself, what's your new?
I made one. Humphrey something. He was boring. He was a Goliath paladin. He was a gentleman, blah, 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 blah. But I think I might change him to something more fun.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what are they called? Fungal entity? Or what are they called? They're like druids who mess around with spores. Spore?
Oh, I've actually never played druids before, so I don't know.
Spore druid. It's like a subclass for druid.
Cool.
I feel like that might be fun. One of the D&D podcasts I listen to have them as one of their characters, so I kind of know the deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun.
Cool.
It's like
guy.
Circle of Spores or something?
Circle of Spores,
Yeah.
that's the baby. Yeah, that'll be fun. I need to flesh it out more. We have time. I think we have time.
Sure.
We're still waiting for Scully to get here.
We've plenty of time. Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't come in during the recording because we want to be in it. We have to say fuck off. Hi Scully, by the way, if you're listening.
If you come in here, just get out.
Yeah. We put a sign on the door. He probably knows how to read. What is he, history and politics? He probably knows how to read. And y'all have played D&D before?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Her more so. She is an expert.
No,
I
I've
am
just
not.
played for 2 years. That's it's not. Well, to be fair, some people have just started, so I was probably an expert too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love it so much. I love how you can just go and do just random shit. Like I've got this like Mautag was one of my favorite ones. He was a Goliath barbarian, which is just like essentially using their anger as a way to hit people and stuff. And I just got, because he was so big and bulky, I just got him to like do just like break stuff and then be like to the healer or whatever, be like, you just do this for me. Or like just I got him to sit in a chair once that was way too small for him, and then like pulling himself out of it was just like a hassle. And like I broke it as well, and we were like in this like really high and mighty like person's office, and I was just like looking at him like, fix it please. And thank God he had the mending cantrip as always. But yeah, no, it's just the stuff you can get from it is just so much fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just, yeah, it's good. You get to play be other people that are still kind of yourself and whatever.
Before I started playing, I thought the fun was going to be the combat, because I like video games and I like fighting people in video games. But yeah, after a while you realize that the most fun is just like talking to people and trying to be someone else. Yeah, it's good crack.
And yourself?
No. So I've only played 2 campaigns, and I've just played for like a little over a year now at this point. But the first campaign I did was D&D themed, but it was called Apocalypse World, and it's fantastic. Highly recommend if you want to try it. But I had 3 characters, because the thing is with my characters is I'm always the first PC to die. And the campaign I'm in now, first campaign that I've ever done, my first character, Trench, R.I.P. my girl, she died first. Her heart was crushed.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
It was so tragic, and she like just met the love of her life as well. It was so sad.
Holy shit.
Then and then after her I created Vic, and Vic was like my main, he was a bro basically. And the first session I did with him, I didn't know what accent to do, so I just did like my normal one just to test the waters how I wanted to play him. Second one came out, and I was like, I want to throw in a Jersey accent, and I'm going to talk like this. And he became an instant dumbass. But the run of the joke, or the run of the campaign, I was just like, he is the dumbass thought of the group. But he is like, I love Vic. There was one part in the campaign that he was like trying to catch up with one of the groups, and he literally ran into this huge wall of honeycomb. And he sat there for an entire like long rest period and ate honey. That was it. He became Winnie the Pooh, because he's just like, oh my God, I like honey. Oh man, I'm starving. And he just started eating it. And he's supposed to be a mercenary assassin at that point. And then after him was Endara. and she actually had her own podcast. She had her own radio show, Juno FM it was called.
Oh.
And yeah.
In D&D?
In D&D, because it was an apocalyptic setting.
Yeah.
So she was spewing like propaganda through coded records. So she handed out like codes to different like allies and stuff, so they can like decipher them and see what they meant and stuff. And she had like old records, like Abbey Road was one of the big ones that she played. But then in classical music, she would just like scratch the record and make different words out of it to say like, don't listen to this.
Yeah.
This is false and stuff. She got caught eventually, but she did survive till the end. Same with Vic. Current campaign though, my first character Mal died. She was an elf child. But the campaign that I was in, Paula was also in for a bit. She was fantastic, and I ended up killing her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm still so sorry about that.
That was wild. She was actually one of my favorite characters. She was just like chaotic neutral, rogue, drow. So that's like a kind of an evil elf. And she was just literally trying to help the party, but because I was attached to an NPC, non-playing character, instead of a playing character, they just didn't really trust me, and I was a drow, so they didn't trust me as well. And like she got caught. I was trying to get them to help me, and then I realized way too late that I was just on my own. And I was just trying to like I had like a really good plan, but it all did like one by one instead of all together, just the way it happened. So then she got turned to the bad side, and her soul, she essentially got a second head.
She was possessed by Demogorgon, which is
Yeah.
the main baddie in like pretty much D&D.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And Stranger Things.
And they didn't know what to do with her when they found her, and I was like, they just tied me up, and I had like, this was the first death that I was gonna be like, she's gonna mean something, all right? I'm gonna write out this thing. I even like was doing something, and I was like, no, I'm gonna sit down and I'll come to her death. Like I knew she was gonna die. Clocks had told me, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I wrote out something. I had it all prepared, and they gagged me, bound me, killed me off before I could say anything, and I was
my
like,
God.
you pieces of shit.
Cruel.
And it was because of her and Hannah, and because they were having a fight, and then they were just like, oh, you do this, and then you just got a rock, smash the statue, which was like a way to heal me essentially.
Okay.
Smashed it, and then she like, essentially I had runes on my body, and they went straight through me, so essentially I was a pile of blood and gore.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm over it, don't worry.
To be fair though, that whole argument, that made my character and Hannah's character fight for at least 10 sessions afterwards. Like, it was only a couple sessions ago that we made up, and we're just like, you know what? We need to put this aside. Let's team up. And now they're actually like fighting with each other and helping each other. But they're roommates now, actually. And they were roommates. But yeah, oh god. Topsy thought Zaleth was so cool though. For a drow. A deep
Killed me,
gnome
though.
a deep gnome liking a drow is something rare. So
Yeah.
Topsy was like, man, she can fight for herself. And she also brought in a dead drow as well.
Yeah.
Coolio.
Oh,
I was
racists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I was reading something recently, and it was like, why do player characters always have like depressing backstories and whatever? And like Marisha Ray, who's in Critical Role,
Yeah,
it's like
Critical
a
Role.
really big D&D podcast. She was like, well, like, a happy person isn't just going to go off and try and kill a dragon, and it's like, that is actually very
Yeah.
fair. But yeah, no, I just I don't know, I got into it, and ever since I did, I've loved it. I loved it from the beginning.
I think I managed to write a backstory that wasn't too depressing. Both my characters, the character I want to play today, is just a happy dude.
Yeah.
And the character I usually like to play, he's more serious. But I think his backstory is more... he's a cleric, so it's more like a journey from God as opposed to him
Yeah.
being sad. Yeah.
Trickster cleric.
Oh yeah. My first character was an arcane trickster. Oh my god, rip.
They're so fun though.
It's such a difficult character to play for your first D&D campaign. He's basically a rogue who can do kind of magic,
Alright.
basically.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what to do with him. I didn't know how to use him properly. And I just got frustrated, and we were playing against like a baby acid dragon or something. And
Acid dragon. A
Yeah.
baby acid dragon.
he bred acid.
No, keep in mind when it says baby, it's still the size of this
It's still
house.
huge.
Like,
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
It's not like a little Harry Potter thing.
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
enormous.
Yeah, and I was bored, and it was a bad idea, and I got melted immediately. I didn't stand a chance.
There's like different types of dragons. So there's like fire, ice, poison, acid, and all the rest. So it's really interesting. The
Is
way
it
they've
one
done
like a shapeshifter as well? Like
Oh, they're all shapeshifters.
oh.
Yeah, all of them can turn into humans and turn into. So it's like the lore that is there is massive. I don't even know all of it. Like
Oh yeah, it's
I'm still learning
huge.
stuff, but
It ties into Magic Gathering as well, doesn't it?
does it?
I think so. I think in some of the characters, like a lot of the spells in Magic Gathering are D&D spells and vice versa.
That's really cool.
There's like a main big overarching lore going on. I don't know. It's way too nerdy for me. Holy shit.
See, I don't know if you guys have had this problem yet or have in the past, but basically you're starting to say D&D things and like lore
Oh, yeah.
and whatever.
I've started to do this thing where I get a D20 and I just roll it for the day.
Yeah.
And I started doing it at a party and I got everyone to do it and everyone's like, why? And I was like, just see how your day's gonna go. And someone got like a natural 20, but it rolled off the table and I was like, that just doesn't count. And it was a natural 20. I was like, oh, it still doesn't count though.
That's so dangerous.
I
That's such
know.
a dangerous placebo. Imagine you get up in the morning rolling that one. I was like, oh fuck.
But like it depends on what you're gonna do. I just kind of like doing like one of my friends, she reads her tarot card, like gets one tarot card and just reads it for the day. So it's kind of like that. You're kind of just seeing what it could be, but you're
Yeah.
not gonna. I don't know. I kind of like it.
This kind of brings back earlier I talked about magic, and the kind of magic that I believe in is kind of like a manifestation of what you want. I was listening to this podcast once. It was a Kevin Smith podcast, and he had Grant Morrison on, who was like a Batman writer for ages. He's a really interesting guy. But he said the magic he believes in is going into just a room, like a really blank room, and just surrounding yourself with the kind of energy you want. So if he wants to be like fast, he wants to write something fast, he'll surround himself with like the Flash comics or Red Bull or whatever he has that, you know, brings quickness. He says that the word enthusiasm comes from like to be inspired by the gods. So back in the day, he says like the Greeks didn't believe in like the Greek gods, but they believed in like Hermes, who was this like lithe young man who used to run around. So they prayed to Hermes just to feel the enthusiasm of that god. So we can do the same thing these days with like if you want to feel like dark and brooding, you'll read a Batman comic,
Yeah.
or watch a Batman movie.
I like that.
You just gotta
cool.
get everything out of your mind, everything out of the room to do with everything other than what you want, and you get that enthusiasm, which is like the magic of some of the gods. That's what I believe in. And same thing if rolling a D20 is kind of a little bit similar in terms of manifesting what you want. If you roll a D20 and like a 20 comes up, you might feel better. You might go out into the world with more confidence that you're going to have a good day.
Yeah.
And if you're on that one, you're going to go out. Hopefully, you're not going to think, oh, it's going to be a shit day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, for that day, you'll write off the whole thing as being stupid and still have a good day. But yeah, dangerous. Coolity doolity. I think that's a wrap. So,
All
All
right.
right.
I want to thank our guests.
Thanks for having us. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you so much for being on. This has upped our quality.
I hope, yeah, definitely 100%. And I'm sure we'll call you when you're in Scotland
Yes, I'm sure you will, and I'll try to do it myself as well.
every single week.
Yeah.
Cooney update. How's she doing?
How's this one getting on? But no, yeah, it was. Thanks so much.
Yeah, it was
I was
so
so
great.
excited to do it. So
Yeah, we would let you go. You're busy.
yeah, I got a pack.
Yeah, will do.
So sad. Big sad. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys.
Okay.
Thank
See you
you.
now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.